It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Noah Syndergaard will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out. He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
There to take it is Cespedes, 1 away.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 2.
Adam Eaton digging in next. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's got 3 base hits in 19 tries. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Syndergaard has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Struck him out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0.
Nope, outside.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 down for. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Steven Strasburg, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took Game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into Game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Pitch on the way. 2-2.
I know it's the first inning, but he better find his release point on that breaking stuff, or he's in for a long day.
And he got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
He's set. Here it comes. J.D. Davis comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. Ball and a strike. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And that misses 2-2.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored. Looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Strasburg comes set. First pitch on its way. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3. 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Comes set with the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. He's ready now. The pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The right fielder.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 0-1 offering. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Strasburg playing here in his age 31 season. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. 3-1 to him now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it now is Eaton, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty, and in steps the lefty power threat Eric Thames, and he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Davis brings it in. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now.
Number 28, Kurt.
Settling in now, Kurt Suzuki. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Off the plate and low here, ball one. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. No score here as we play inning number 2. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And now pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning. Next up from New York, Wilson Ramos. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball called strike. 1-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 7.
Next for the Mets, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnik. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here now. Cabrera. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. After it is Marisnik. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. From the stretch, a bouncer up the middle. He's got it. One there. On to first. A double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Steven Strasburg. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air into shallow left center. Cespedes is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. Will start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Thames is in his tracks now. 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. He's set and the pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. J.D. Davis is on deck. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Another full count pitch home. Heading out towards shallow right. Thames in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now that
so bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bed next will be J.D. Davis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strasburg comes set. Here it is on 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. Two out, nobody on. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless.
Leading off for the Nationals, the shortstop.
And now for Washington, Trey Turner. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now is Adam Eaton. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Now the 2-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball. Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Ready for another chance? Howie Kendrick flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Kendrick, a native Floridian. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The left fielder,
so 2 men are on with 1 man out. And that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. First pitch of the at-bat. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
3-1 to him now. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The second baseman, number 6.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball to straightaway left. Soto has it, and it's a quick out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So the bases are empty with one man gone.
Oh,
and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And he misses again. Ball 3. Michael Conforto waits on deck. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You got a full count. 3-2.
And he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The right fielder, number 30.
So a runner at first with one out now. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's a ball.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
No, that's
That misses. 2-0. Alonso, base runner at first with one out. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Slider laid off for a ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
All even now, 2-2. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
The left field.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The count now at 2-1. Fouled away. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's Jake Marisnick. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Marisnick.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Nope.
And a ball 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Mets leave them loaded through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for Washington.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, number 28, Kurt.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Kurt Suzuki is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is under this one, and he puts it away for the first down.
The third baseman, number 13.
One gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Ball 1, well below the zone. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
At the plate, Ryan Zimmerman, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Behind 0-2 now. Zimmerman or just simply Zim. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. From the stretch.
1-0.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 left for Washington. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the Mets.
At the plate, Noah Syndergaard. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. To short. Turner fields it cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 1.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ahmed Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Sent on the ground out to second. And a bobble out there by Kendrick. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Runner at first following the error, and that'll give way to the third baseman, J.D. Davis. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Swings through it for strike number 2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A runner on first with 2 away. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Thames is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Trey Turner digs in now.
Leading off for Washington.
Here comes the first pitch.
Trey Turner.
Ball 1.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. Hit on the ground is short. Rosario brings it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam.
Striding in once again, Adam Eaton. It was a walk in his last trip. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Eaton playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the 19th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Here's Howie Kendrick.
Second baseman, Howie.
And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Softly hit out towards short, and that'll be the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
This is line to left. Cespedes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 1-0 Washington. So here's Pete Alonso. It was a walk in his last trip.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Ripped down the line. Three-two pitch. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Now
digging in and looking for more. Wilson Ramos. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. This is line to left. Soto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 1 and the Mets nothing. Digging in, Eric Thames. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Again, another foul ball. Thames behind 1-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
At the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that pitch is out. No strike.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Here it comes on 3-0. this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Digging in the switch hitter as Drupal Cabrera. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. He's set. Here it comes. There goes the runner. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Nope.
Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Rosario camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Striding in now for the Nats, Ryan Zimmerman. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Nationals are out in front here, 1-0. Stepping into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. No hits to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
Now the 1-0.
Ball.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
In now, Jake Marisnick. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Soto is back to the track as he takes it for route number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
Robinson Cano will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 24, Robinson Cano.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And Suzuki able to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Will
come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so
number
far.
29, Brad Brooks.
Starlin Castro is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. The final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Here now is Trey Turner as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Adam Eaton will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Inside,
good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Into the box now, Howie Kendrick, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. They could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's 2-0 Washington. Will Harris is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 36, Will Harris.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
The 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
We got 3 balls.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. Popped up. Zimmerman in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Now the pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Fastball well outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, number 6.
Stepping up now, Jeff McNeil. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's off the plate. Hey.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 now.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And it's fouled away. This is hit softly to third. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Get up there, big fella, and take away a hit at third. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Justin Wilson enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Justin Wilson.
Here now is Juan Soto.
Leading off for Washington, the left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. Wilson is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
To the plate now, Eric Thames. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Kurt Suzuki, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Sean Doolittle is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
63, Sean Doolittle.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
2-0.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden, you're holding some new firewood.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1's the count. That's the ball.
And there's ball one. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. The win would be Steven Strasburg's here, barring any late turn of events. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Hit down the third baseline. Cabrera's there. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 2-0 finish today. The Washington Nationals rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Steven Strasburg earns his first win of the season. Noah Syndergaard is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Sean Doolittle wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Nationals, 2 runs on 5 hits.